In this video, I would like to explain some questions from the mastery test on modeling functions. The first question is about composite functions. So it says the function f of c equals 9 over 5c plus 32 is used to convert temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. The function c of k minus 273.15, is used to convert temperature from Kelvin to Celsius. Which is the correct function for converting temperature from Kelvin to Fahrenheit? So if you notice carefully, we got two functions here. One is a function for Fahrenheit in terms of Celsius, and then the function for Celsius in terms of Kelvin. Now, we need to express a function for Fahrenheit in terms of Kelvin, which means f of, let's say f of c is given here, right? Now, if I were to change this into a function in terms of Kelvin, all I need to do is to put this here, the function, the second function, which is in terms of Kelvin. So I can simply say f of c of k, okay? Which means in the f function, which is, the f function is like this, f of c is like this, 9 over 5, c, I'm going to leave a blank space for c, plus 32. Now into this function, I am supposed to put the c of k, which is here. So instead of c, I'm going to plug in c of k, which is k minus 273.15. Okay. If you want, you can distribute the number at 9 over 5 into this parenthesis, or you can just leave it like that. Let's go to the next question. The function m of s is 225.65 as represents the material cost of manufacturing garden scissors when S scissors are produced. The function L of s, 54 plus 1.15, represents the labor cost for producing S scissors. Which expression correctly represents the manufacturing cost per scissors? So there are two functions again given here. M of s, which is the material cost, right? And L of s, which is the labor cost. The question says, which expression correctly represents the manufacturing cost per scissor, okay, per scissor. So how many scissors are there? There are S scissors produced. So let me write down the number of scissors is S in terms of S. We don't know I have a number, okay? Now the manufacturing cost, my spelling is wrong. Manufacturing cost will be the total cost, the material cost plus the labor cost, right? So I'm going to add these two functions. So the first function is m of s, and then the second function, that's the material cost, and L of s is the labor cost. And this is the total cost, okay? Now the per scissor means you have to divide by the total number of scissors. So that's the answer. All you need to do is to plug in the function. So m of s is 225 plus 0.65 s. So 225 plus 0.65 s, which is that's the labor cost. And the L of s is 54.1.15, 54 plus 1.15s over s. Okay, now all you need to do is to combine the like terms and put it there, right? So add these two numbers. They are the like terms. 225 plus 54 is going to be 279, and the terms with s, 0.65s plus 1.15s is going to be plus 1.8s over s. Okay, so that's the expression that correctly expresses the manufacturing cost per scissor. The diameter of a spherical balloon that's being filled with air is increasing at the rate of 3 inches more than the time. So what will be the volume of the balloon be at t equals 3 seconds? So remember, this is a balloon which is in spherical shape. So we need to know the formula for the volume of a spherical shaped balloon. So the formula for volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cubed. Okay, r is the radius. R is the radius. Okay, now here the radius is not given, but it says the diameter, right? So radius is only the one half of the diameter. So instead of the radius, if I were to plug in a diameter, I can simply say r equals half of the diameter, d. Let's say d. Okay, so I'm going to plug in here 4 by 3 pi times d by 2 cubed. Now 4 by 3, I'm going to simplify this, times pi times d cubed over 8. Is that right? Because 2 cubed is going to be 8. So now 4 and 8 you can cancel out, so it's going to be 2, and you can multiply 3 and 2, so which will be pi d cubed over 6. Okay, now that's the expression for the volume. Now we need to find the volume of the balloon when t equals 3 seconds. The time equals 3 seconds. Remember, the diameter is increasing at the rate of 3 inches more than the time. So if the time is 1 second, the diameter will be 3. If the time is 3 seconds, the diameter will be 3 more than that. So 3 plus 3, which is 6, right? So the diameter at present is 6. I'm going to plug in d equals 6 in this function, in this volume function. V equals pi times d equals 6. So 6 cubed over 6. Now I can write the 6 cubed as pi times 6 times 6 times 6, right? Over 6. Now I can cancel out the 6. I can cancel out the 1 6, and then I got 6 times 6, 36. So V equals 36 pi. So that's going to be my answer. The next one. The total daily cost in dollars of manufacturing scented candles is given by the function C of B equals 250 plus 3B, where B is the number of candles manufactured. Which function represents the average manufacturing cost in terms of B? See, average, if you want to find the average of anything, okay, average cost is nothing but the total cost, okay, divided by the number of items. So now the total cost is given here, right? It's the total cost, total daily cost. So which is C of B over the number of items is B. So that's the answer. Instead of C of B, you're going to put the expression. So equals C of B is 250 plus 3B over B. So that's going to be your answer for this question. The number of bacteria in a batch of refrigerated food is given by the function b of t equals 20t squared minus 70t plus 300, where T is the temperature of the food in degrees Fahrenheit. The function T of H equals 2H plus 3 gives the temperature of the food H hours after it is removed from the refrigeration. Which expression correctly represents the number of bacteria in the food as a function of the number of hours in the food is unrefrigerated? So there are two functions here. The first function gives you the number of bacteria in terms of a temperature, T, right? The second function gives you number of bacteria in terms of the number of hours after the food is unrefrigerated. So now the question is, can I get a number of, the second function gives you the temperature in terms of, the hours after it is removed from refrigerator. So the first one gives you the number of bacteria in terms of temperature. The second one gives you the temperature in terms of number of hours after the food is removed from refrigeration. Now the question is, can we express a function for the number of bacteria in the food as a function of the number of hours after the food is taken from the refrigeration? So let me write down the function b of t. Okay, so this is the number of bacteria. That's what we need to express. But we need to express this not in terms of temperature, but in terms of number of hours. So this is the number of hours expression. I'm going to just put it here. So I'm going to put b of t of h. Okay, so b of t of h. All I need to do is this, in terms of t, I'm going to plug in 2h plus 3. Okay, so b of t equals 20 t squared minus 70 t. I'm going to leave a blank space for t because I'm going to plug in 2h plus 3 there, plus 300. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2h plus 3 here, 2h plus 3 here, okay? And I need to simplify this expression. How do I do it? See, 20 into I can do the foiling thing here. Let me show you how it's done. Sorry. So 2h plus 3 times 2h plus 3. So 2h times 2h is 4h squared. 2h times 3 is 12h. 3 times 2h is 2h times 3 is 6h, 3 times 2 is 6h, and 3 times 3 is 9, correct? So, or else I can use the formula a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, where my a is 2h and b is 3. So a squared is going to be 4h squared because 2 squared is 4 plus 2ab, 2 times 3 is 2 times a b 12h plus b squared is 9. So I can use any of these things. So I'm going to put that there. So 4h squared plus 12h plus 9 minus, I can distribute this. So 70 times 2h is 140h. 70 times 3 is 210 plus 300. Now I have to distribute the first one as well. So 20 times 4h squared is 80h squared. 20 times 12h is 240h. 20 times 9 is plus 180. And then comes the rest. So negative 140h. I can just combine these two terms, which is going to be plus 90. Okay, so my answer is going to be 88 squared plus 240 minus 140h is going to be 100h plus 180 plus 90 is going to be 270. So that's how you do these questions.